Beautiful soul, you are not your thoughts. You are the thinker of your thoughts. And as the thinker of your thoughts, you can either agree or disagree with what's being said. When you know this and accept this into your energy, you can use this one simple habit that's going to have a profound impact on your negative self-talk. Welcome to Let's Talk Self-Talk. I'm your guide, Heather Thatcher, and I am so grateful that you're here. As a critical care registered nurse for almost a decade and a Reiki master teacher, I realized that even though people came into the hospital with physical conditions, many of those were a manifestation of what was going on from within. And so it's my goal for this channel to help you reprogram your negative self-talk to support your well-being and help you become the person you were meant to be. Let me paint a picture for you. You're getting ready to relax. It could be that you're going for a massage, or you're sitting down to meditate for a little while, or you're going to read a good book or spend some time with friends. Whatever it is, you're getting ready to do something that's relaxing and enjoyable. And as soon as you take that deep restorative breath, start unwinding, your brain kicks into high gear and it starts thinking of anything and everything. It's just bam, starting to go a mile a minute. And it's like someone opened the floodgates and it's like a dozen thoughts are flying into your head and popping into your mind. Busy brain syndrome is real. So now I have to ask you, are you thinking those thoughts? If your immediate response was, what? Of course it was me. Those are my thoughts. I want to challenge you with that belief. Because beautiful soul, you are not your thoughts. You are the thinker of your thoughts. And as this thinker, you can agree or disagree with what's being said. I used this example a few weeks ago when I was talking about other self-talk things, but I'm going to use it again here because it just makes so much more sense. It makes things very clear. So take a moment right now and think, the sky is green. No matter how much you think the sky is green, you cannot change the fact that it's blue. Even if you thought that the sky was green for years and years of your life, the sky is still blue and will never be green. So you as the thinker of your thoughts can have the opinion that the sky is green and have that float into your brain, but you're going to dismiss that as being untrue. You as the thinker of your thoughts can do the same thing with negative self-talk. It can dismiss any of those horrible things that you say or the names that you call yourself just as quickly as you dismiss the thought that the sky is green. It's important to start connecting to this thinker, this interpreter, as soon as possible, because knowing that you are separate from your thoughts is one of the most important and critical steps in my framework for overcoming negative self-talk. To connect to this inner you that's interpreting your thoughts, I have two exercises for you. The first is to write a letter to your inner critic, which is where those negative self-talk pieces are coming from. And then write a letter back to yourself from the perspective of your inner critic. Give that critic a name, describe them, really personify them, and then give them a personality, a style, what they look like, how their voice sounds, all of the details you can come up with. And this is going to start the process of you seeing yourself as separate from the originator of the negative self-talk. The second strategy that I have for you is to use a meditation to go deeper into your being and connect with your core self. And I have a guided meditation for this, and if you're interested, then check out the description below. These two strategies will help you feel more separate from your thoughts and connected to that part of you that interprets those thoughts. And as we talked about last week, we use our core beliefs as the foundation to decide if we agree or disagree with our thoughts. So remember, core beliefs help the interpreter of our world, and they attract information that agrees with our core beliefs and ignore which doesn't align with them. So for example, if you have the core belief that you can't remember names, when you hear a name, you'll believe that you're going to forget it, so you just let it go. You might also have a core belief that you don't get along with someone and they drive you absolutely up the wall crazy. And when you spend time with this person, there will be things that they do that just grate on your nerves. And there will be things that they do that are completely neutral and don't bother you at all. But because of this core belief that they drive you crazy, your interpretation of what happens when you're hanging out with them will hang on to all of those things that prove your core belief to be true, all of their annoying behaviors. But you'll also forget about all those things they do that you consider normal and reasonable. But what if you reverse that core belief? What if you believed that this person was quirky and just a little odd, but really an all-around good human? Then when you spend time together, you would interpret things differently and see those things that used to drive you crazy as these endearing quirks. And you'd remember all the lovely things that you can connect on. So let's work through one more example. Let's say that your negative self-talk is reminding you of all of those times that you messed up and got something wrong. The core belief that you may have associated with these common themes in your self-talk is that you're stupid, which you're not, just for the record. But we're going to get into that in another episode about how you refine your core beliefs that you don't want. So again, you're going to notice all of those times that you messed up, and you're going to forget all those times that you came up with a creative solution, or nailed a presentation, or had the right answer when no one else did. Your negative self-talk will continue to reinforce this negative core belief unless you do something to stop it. So the one habit that you can start today that will immediately improve your self-talk and begin to heal those unwanted negative core beliefs is to slow down, take a deep breath, and give that inner interpreter the chance to make a different choice. So often how we respond to what happens in our world and in our life is done out of habit. Our inner knowing interprets the reality according to our core beliefs on autopilot. It's like a computer program that it follows. But when you slow down just for a moment and give yourself the space to think it through, you're going to have the opportunity to change your response. You have the power to regain control over that moment. Think of a moment where you usually react to a trigger without thinking and you automatically follow your emotional response pattern. Is that how you want to respond? If it isn't, then visualize yourself right now taking a slow, deep breath in response to that trigger. Practice this visualization a few times this week, and then later when your trigger happens for you, remind yourself of what you've been practicing and take that slow, deep breath first to give yourself the space to change your habit. The strategies that I talked about in this video are just a few of what we're going to be talking about in my upcoming free workshop series that starts on September 5th. I'd love for you to join us. Click on the description below or go here to learn more. And what this workshop is going to help you do is initially just break free from that negative self-talk and become the person that you're meant to be. So I'll see you there. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you found this episode helpful, then please help me get the word out. Take a screenshot right now on your phone and share it on your Instagram story or your Facebook page with your number one takeaway from this episode. And don't forget to tag me in it at Self Talk Remedy for a chance to get a shout out here on the channel. You also get an entry into our monthly draw to win some amazing prizes. At the end of every video, I leave you with a mantra affirmation for the week. And so this week, the mantra that I have for you is this: I am the thinker of my thoughts. I wish you all the peace, love, and light this week, beautiful soul. I will see you next Tuesday.